claim it? And will it be the person with the laser eyes, or the one who probably needs some spectacles to keep their eyes straight? I don't know, let's find out.
All right, well, we've got an early T to start and no early O. May influence the opener decision, and it looks like EBU going to be doing for PC over, as I think ANBERDOODLE went for TD opener.
The color clear from Gamma! Oh, Gamma, wait, Gamma. Oh, no, that's just ANBERDOODLE.
That is Amber. Yeah, so ANBERDOODLE is currently Gamma Jack on the screen right now. EBU, Macrowabe on the screen on the right. Apologize where...
Yeah. I love when players use their original aliases that they signed up with. But we'll do our best to adapt. Just keep in mind that EBU is on the right and on the left is ANBERDOODLE. Got it? Cool. We'll do our best to make that clear. But a 26 spike at 16 seconds in, not too bad. Truly the highest caliber of play. And Microbubble with a little bit of cheese, but down stacking. Same with Gamma Jack, aka the two names we said earlier. I'm consistent!
All right, and looks like ANBERDOODLE trying to hold that surge a little bit longer. And as EBU trying to launch a counter-offensive attack there, unfortunately the upstack is too much in order to survive, and ANBERDOODLE, even before launching that surge, able to pick up a win, bring this set back to even one game apiece. And identical board states between the two players, finally! It took 4 bags of pieces, 32 pieces to finally see a difference.
Yeah, the diversion, like, finally happened where they diverged it, like, what, nearly 5 bags in? Crazy.
Something like, oh yeah. My goodness, was that a color clear on the middle of the downstack for Amber?
Whoa, wait! They found an out! EBU found an out in all of that? How? They were dead meat! But they're alive and well and they're down. Oh, and they're actually on the offensive. They're going counter style here.
And it looks like this dead meat has found some new life and is really giving Amber a run for his money.
Huh, okay. Just like a cat, multiple lives, I guess. Wow.
Yeah, perhaps it could be the TWC, well, not really a Christmas miracle, but a TWC miracle, all right.
Yeah, like a Halloween nearly miracle. Are people celebrating Halloween yet? I don't know, and I don't care.
It's close enough, I guess.
One of them, they're celebrating something, and let me tell you, the spirits are high. This round is still going. We're at minute 16 here, nearly halfway to margin time at this point, one of the longer rounds we've had today, and another time where they're close to the board. And they finally go down. My God, living on borrowed time for nearly a minute. But no.
And it literally took the one row of stack that EBU had on the board to top out. Like, literally, the full board was entirely garbage before EBU topped out. This is going to be quite a thrilling spectacle to witness for our last round here in Swiss stage. The garbage was perfect there for ANBERDOODLE. Essentially gifted that last quad. Just the extra, you know, holiday bonus.
Christmas came early indeed.
I guess it did. Just you know, there's a lot of things to, lot of great joy to spread, and a lot of damage to be sending over there.
The survivals we're seeing from these players is incredible. Just on the edge of death, but then they come back from it. I love it. After 2 sets of practical sweeps, and one of them being an actual sweep, we're seeing this whiplash, but in the best way possible.
All right, and honestly, EBU, a lot of surge at the moment, but
oh no,
has built up so much, needs to find some way down. But Amber gets
TPs. What?
Oh, that was a necessary skim just to stay alive by the skin of his teeth.
That was a handsome skim.
That was some very, you know, fresh skim milk that really put another spring into Amber's step and manages to get all the way back down to the bottom of the board, barely any garbage to his name.
That's about to change, though, I think. Oh. Hold on over on Amber's side. They're digging down through it. No player has really taken advantage of much surge this round, but I think that's about to change here with a 10 cent. Not a lot by comparison, but we are getting onto the newest, longest round of this set.
Sends clean still, though. There's so much clean garbage in the mid-game. Mid-game PC, but what is Amber going to be able to do with this? It does build surge. It's a really early surge, but no!
No, my God!
Literally, the locked T and I, quite literally the time capsule into the future with a loss. There is really no way to recover from those two misdrops, unfortunately. So heartbreaking after all of that effort between both Amber and EBU. It really just comes down to a handful of misdrops at the wrong time.
A back-to-back of 11 already. Look at this difference of 13 now. All right. They've got to be feeling the pressure. EBU looking for survival. Not even close. Not even anywhere in sight. And ANBERDOODLE takes the lead.
Yeah, and this is, again, Amber had that 4 pieces per second burst to get a lot of that damage out quickly. That even though EBU is someone who's able to keep up, you can see both these players nearly 4.5 pieces per second out of the opener, right out of the gates. Needs to be able to consistently have a lot of speed to ensure those top outs.
The 30! And they're still going! There's so much potential with the quad! And it doesn't even phase our boy EBU!
Oh, it's not over! And that's a, hesitation! I was gonna say, I think mishold there from Amber was looking to place that S piece over on the right, but had the wrong piece in queue, and that small little pause immediately ejected that board well over line 20, and that is going to be another tie. 3 wins between both EBU and ANBERDOODLE here in the final set of our Swiss phase.
I'm getting deja vu here. Remember way back to our earlier set, I believe it was with Hamburger. We were going back and forth with about 4 ties within the first 10 rounds. And that's happening again here. What a way to finish off our day today and finish off the Swiss bracket. It's all about now who can claim 11 points first. And look at this difference in back-to-back. 12 now. And they're going to break with the 29. Perfect timing. No way. They didn't go for the color clear, which was fair enough. But they can't access the well with that secret eyepiece. Oh my god, so many options, so little time!
Yeah, and that so little time is going to be the biggest indicator, I think, for which player is going to be able to emerge victorious. We have a bunch of misdrops there, a little bit of man-made spaghetti there on Amber's board, and you can see EBU immediately kicking it into 5th gear, 4.6 pieces per second in Season 2, grabs a 5th win, and this is a 2-point lead for EBU.
I can't believe that. That was dirtier than my bedroom. And a PC from Gamma to get 15 attack there in that spike.
Oh, this is DPC. DPC keeps...
Oh, wow, they're looping fast too. 4.5 pieces per second versus 3.8. The speed difference is apparent.
And unfortunately there for Amber, had a pretty hefty surge advantage, but had to break it as a result of a misdrop. And that really put a damper on Amber's ability to send off a lot of damage very quickly, and is really getting pushed up high now.
Amber's taking their time to make the best decisions they can, rethinking every move they make, but those hesitations are costing them valuable speed. Meanwhile, Macro Wabe, EBU sending a lot of attack. But look at the counter spike, and they're both alive. But EBU gets the eyepiece over. Doesn't matter. 4-5. Will we see another set with 4 ties before the 11th round? Let's find out.
All right, and I think, again, we're going to be seeing a lot of the SDPC or SDPC spins, and it looks like Amber actually going for a different follow-up there. Unfortunately, there's going to be a couple of skims in the process, has to rely on the counter spike to really push some momentum in his favor. EBU has a very clean garbage over on that left-hand side, gets access to all of it, and immediately clears it down. Meanwhile, a little bit of a difficult stack to continue surge through, and you can see just going for the down stack play, but it gets immediately answered. Return to sender, all of that 20 garbage.
Gott in Himmel! I cannot believe it! That was incredible! The counter spike there to turn that round around!
Oh, and okay, and not quite going to result in second PC there from Amber, just kind of building up a little bit over a 9-0 stack, setting up the T-spin single into the T-spin double. Might be looking for a little bit more on the stack, but some hesitation in the process. I don't really like where this is going. EBU has a much better board to work with.
Oh my lord, you know, I did not like their board state there. They're going to need to stabilize things a bit more, and they're going to do that right now with the down stack. But look at the pressure that EBU is outputting here. Multiple spikes there in a row. 9, 8, 10. And that misdrop is going to put him inside the round. Oh, Lord, no. What a heartbreaking way for that to end. We're going to go to 5-6. We are exactly halfway through the set.
All right, and we've got OJ and L to kick things off for our game 12. We can see identical board states going through this SDPC spin.
Ooh, that
Amber
eyepiece
setting up
misdrop
for a
is not
fractal.
great.
That's a really bad misdrop. I still recovers the fractal.
Oh, and a nice down stack afterwards as well. Very clean. And now EBU is under fire here, but with the back-to-back they have to save them if they need to. They can fall back on that. Actually, donating is still keeping it alive. They break. Okay. Well timed. Very well played. Yeah. I think there was a down stack there, but there was no guarantee it would work out, and then you're going to leave your board in a much more unstable state to break eventually. So, well played from them, but that means the round is still going, and Amber is the first to get back-to-back of 5. Oh, they break on the 18, and you know what? Again, we see another survival. Beautiful work from both of them.
Again, I'm very surprised to see that kind of restraint from EBU. We've seen a lot of aggressive plays from EBU this entire, evening, but it looks like, I guess, when all the pressure's on the line, EBU trying to be a little bit more methodical with when these spikes are going sent over to Amber's board and what exactly this damage is going to be doing. Ooh. And again, you can see both players just really keeping a nigh even pace with each other. Not able to get too much more of a foothold. But we do see, gets to that force surge, immediately sends it, trying to cheese up ANBERDOODLE, but it's not going to be as effective as EBU would have hoped. Garbage is perfect there from EBU, right in the center. Only using it to counter, though, so not going to be seeing too much more out of it.
This round is really starting to get a bit long-winded, but look at the back-to-back difference. This might affect the very outcome of this round. Building for the quad there in column 1, we have from Amber.
Oh, the
and
double Z
forecasting
there.
Yeah, I mean, it works out fairly well for them, but that means we're going to be probably going on to 2 minutes in this round. Oh, the misdrop with the S-piece might make me a very incorrect man.
Oh, no,
yeah, no.
Oh, my goodness, 4 and 5. That is well more than the 3 strikes necessary. And that is, unfortunately, for ANBERDOODLE, going to be another point to EBU. EBU has held on to the slightest of leads ever since emerging after, I think, 4 wins compared to Amber's 3. Has not let this small lead go to waste and has kept holding on this entire time and is looking to add to it.
Oh, that was a bit brutal. That was a bit rough there. We go to 5-8. Just 3 rounds for EBU to take the final slot in this bracket. But ANBERDOODLE is not out of this yet. They're not down and out. They've still got some fight in them. Let's see how they can put it up and convert it into a few more round wins.
Oh, this is a lovely center well right now for EBU. 4 pieces per second, combining that surge with the garbage for just a truly relentless spike. But Amber has the defense necessary to keep pace with it.
And keeping pace they are with a 12 spike there. Nothing crazy, but it does keep them fairly in the driver's seat here. Although look at that well potential. Ooh, EBU with a nice little counter there, neutralizing everything. Bit of attacking coming, and I think that I would dare say that Amber has a bit of an aggressive stack here. Nice counter.
And again, holds on to that surge, saves it to send over as an offensive spike there to EBU. And even though it's not a lot of garbage, because most of it got received, that is going to cheese up EBU little by little. And although that may not seem like much, that can make a world of difference.
Oh, destroying the fractal, obliterating it completely to survive. I mean, I would never even think of doing that, but it in fact was the right move here. A kind they can't even take it, destroying another setup. Everything is being thwarted by EBU. Amber cannot capitalize on any complicated setups. And that is destroying their attack output. Merely playing defensive, but finally on the aggro here. Meanwhile, EBU has a nice well to at least get a quad there and continue survival. We have yet another long round. The fractal from EBU.
Oh, but this is going to be a lot of pressure very quickly over to ANBERDOODLE. ANBERDOODLE needs to find a way down safely through this stack, but EBU right now has surge advantage, is looking to build up that surge and potentially use it to supplement a spike. And it but what? Finds a way down.
And they even get some quads in there. Like I said, they are not done fighting, and this is showing it perfectly. We're about to hit 2 minutes yet again. An S-spin, nearly a perfect clear, not a perfect clear, a color clear from Amber. The eyepiece came late, and now they're on top of the board once again for the 1,000th time today. And they're alive. Looking for the L-spin here. What is it going to take for one of these players to go down?
It is, honestly, it might result to margin time. We're approaching 2.5 minutes. And at this rate, but there's a lot of gravity down the step, but that's clean garbage for ANBERDOODLE. Cycles perfectly to those eyepieces, able to recover that in time. There's going to be the parapet to keep things clean while conversing that well over to the center. But right now, this is 12 back-to-back surge. EBU has a lot of
growing
to work with.
And they break, but it doesn't do anything! What is it gonna take for a round end here? And look at the back-to-back building from Gamma, from ANBERDOODLE! And finally, I think EBU's in the hot seat. But look at the gravity creeping up! We're in margin time, ladies and gentlemen! And it's starting to affect the players. T-spins have to be activated a lot quicker. Every spin has been done a lot quicker, and finally! We go to 6-8. I feel like I just watched someone run a marathon!
And you can see as well by the way both Amber and EBU were playing. Both of them were playing extremely passively, had already been invested in that round for over 2 minutes, did not want to let the efforts go to waste. And Amber is the one who's able to claim the victory after a very gauntlet amount of time there. Oh, goes for the early spike, but EBU is prepared for it, still getting some more all spins. But Amber able to fire back with nothing but clean garbage.
Oh my lord, and we unfortunately will not be getting a 69 score. Very sad. I know Random was very excited about that in chat, but 7-8, it is once again a very, very, very close set. Amber, not done fighting. Do not write them off early. They have main character energy and they're going to use it.
And this is still almost identical board states, the only exception being the incoming garbage there to EBU's board a little bit fast, but we do have the nice shot there from Amber, the perfectly timed strike to punish the over-aggressive play from ANBERDOODLE, and EBU reclaims that 2-point lead as we are getting dangerously close to the 11 points needed to get that last final spot in our top 32.
EBU only needs half the amount of rounds that Amber needs to take this, but it is close. This could go either way. It's who plays each individual round better here.
9-0 stack still maintaining this back-to-back there right now from Amber.
Oh, this is great. If they can bring out a few more, they can get a few more out of this. This could be a round winner for them. Keep building it because right now, EBU does not have anything on their board. If you can follow this up with an attack, Amber, this will convert into a win. Take my word for it. Fight harder. Fight prouder.
All right.
And that's a 40 strike, and it gets them the win.
Needed that surge all the way up to 20, but honestly, probably could have done with half of a surge given how well-timed that was. And right now, we are still stuck at a 1-point game, 17 games in, and we are no closer to determining who's going to win this. There's the NS2 Classic.
No way! It's a tie!
And we are 9 games up. We're in a 1-2. This is a shorter set than the typical one you would find in your very first Tetra League game. 3 games left. 1-2 wins will take home the last remaining spot in top 32.
Amber has brought this back to a tie! They really are fighting! And they're building back as well, but EBU breaks!
This is a really scary spot for EBU. EBU's been used to having that surge advantage.
The ice piece doesn't go over!
Oh, misshot there over the garbage there for EBU. Needs to sacrifice the eyepiece, but the second one's in queue.
I think both players' stamina is running out, especially ANBERDOODLE, who just seems to be misdropping left and right now. They might be at the end of their road, but you just need to stay on for a little bit longer. Just keep your cool, just keep your stamina for a few more rounds. Same with you, EBU.
Keep on fighting. Don't worry about the fatigue. Because again, your opponent is going to be feeling the exact same amount of stress in all of these nerves. So many misshots, but so much composure from both Amber and EBU in this context.
You need the adrenaline just to hold up. You need to just hold on for a little bit longer, the both of you. This could go either way, and we have yet, for the 1001st time, a super long set, a super long round going over a minute here.
Truly a test of endurance between Amber and EBU. Not really a lot of surge, but you can see that Amber is waiting with that surge advantage, looking for the multiplier. Gets almost all the way there. The follow-up is going to finish it, and now for the first time since 3 wins, Amber has advantage, and it's on match point.
EBU is now in the hot seat. They need to play flawlessly to take this back. The gladiator that is ANBERDOODLE has fought this back to match point. Are we going to go to tiebreaker? Oh, Amber takes with the 25 spike.
Oh, surge there. That's going to be a pretty hefty counter spike. Amber does not have easy access to that garbage. Just a little bit of cheese. And those eyepieces are perfectly timed for EBU. Working a little bit tricky with that sidewell, but able to still get a lot out of it. You can see the Z prop there to keep those T-spins coming, even over that sidewell.
Oh, please don't take us for another long round. My heart can't handle it, neither can half of the chats.
Oh, but there's not a lot of surge at the moment. EBU, the first one to build it up to the point where it could be really starting to build into something special. There's the 8 back-to-back, but ANBERDOODLE able to get access to some clean garbage. It's not going to be enough to get some free quads on the way down, but it is clean enough that it is going to be manageable.
You can feel the exhaustion of both players. You can just feel it. Look at the way they're playing. They're slowing down at this point. But the back-to-back is building on EBU with a little bit more strength here. And the neutralization with the 90 spike from ANBERDOODLE. And now they're on the offensive side. But the misdrop again thwarts them.
A sign of desperation between both Amber and EBU, just fighting for any potential opportunity to send that clean garbage, find that win condition. But it is so, both players do not want to budge any bits. They've worked so hard to get here.
Who's going to find the opening first? That's the question of the hour. And it looks like Amber has one here. But look at the clean well that EBU has. They neutralize the entire thing again, and we are at a minute 30 again. I feel like we're repeating history on a Groundhog Day style matchup. This is incredible. We've been to this spot so many times that both players have tried everything, but it's not worked. It's a stamina game at this point. The mixture with the eyepiece. And that's the set. Amber has completely turned that around.
I cannot, again, it was so much, like, and again, it wasn't like a severe advantage there for EBU, but just so much of that set, EBU had the momentum, just slightly holding on to that 1 to 2 point lead every single time that Amber